festival. I just wanted to say
It's all gone wrong.
I hope you enjoyed that, everybody.
All you boys and girls from the Dwarf, it is me, Dave, Benson, Phillips. I just wanted to say thank you so much for having me. I wanted to say goodbye and give you a hug and a kiss in person, but I'm afraid I have to go off and entertain some more people. I just want to wish you all very well here, the very best. As you can tell, I've just done the gig in there, in the room. I'm mildly hysterical. I should be in bed, but I'm not. I've just packed everything away, so it's nice and clear for you guys. But yeah, in the morning and everything. So quite frankly, have the best time, have a great dimension jump, and should all be well. I will see you for dimension jump XX. That's right, dimension jump 20. Oh, by the way, if anybody's watching from sort of Wet Wolf, see that part? Me, I think.
Hello. That was a disturbing scene, wasn't it? See, I don't even have to explain the scene, you already know. So, what do you want? Bring her up and I'll start. Yeah, heard that one. No,
So do we have any questions for Danny?
Very quick off the mark.
Hi Danny, nice to meet you again. I was just wondering, as a trained dancer, do you watch programmes like Strictly Come Dancing, and if asked, would you ever take part in it?
No, I don't want to embarrass anyone. How can I go into a show where I can dance better than the judges? If you don't believe me, ask Bruno Tonioli. Well, it's true. Go and find me some footage of them guys dancing. Can anyone seen Arlene Phillips dance? Anyone seen Bruno Tonioli dance? Yeah. Where? In a wedding? A what video? You call that dancing? No, it's true though, isn't it? Really, let's. If I said Baryshnikov, who's a dancer, you Google Baryshnikov and see how much footage comes up. It will go back to when he was about 14 months old. Yeah? You say, at least you say Darcy Bustle, there she is, one leg. Bruno Tonioli. I'm still standing. No. Anyone who can get a gig for Old Rope, good luck to them. Yeah, no, it's true though, man. 8 shows a week, doing musical theatre. Big, hurting legs. And then a politician gets about 15 weeks on telly doing the okey cokey. 8 shows a week in Cats, 1983 for a year. Yeah. See what I mean? It's not fun. No, it's good. That's what we want. We want questions that have nice conversational answers. That means I talk, you listen. Now, you see, the other guys don't walk up and down the stage like this, do they? This is how professionals do it. You see, when you talk on stage, you've got to keep moving. Keep their mind off the crap you're talking about. See? That's why they do that, don't they? Comedians do that all the time, don't they? Hey, ho, oh, hey, ho, oh, hey. And you realise you've just paid like 50 quid to see someone walk up and down the stage. And you know what? They do that a lot, don't they? What's that? What's that? What is that funny? Lee Evans. Hey, what's his name? Yay. See, I work with Norman Wisdom. I can't watch him. I worked with the original, 1979. Norman, hey. See, I can do the impersonation. I was there. Did you know that Norman Wisdom was doing a movie and the producer wanted a song because it was like this intimate moment with the leading lady and he wanted a song. So Norman wrote the song and sent it in anonymously. Do you know what song it was? Don't laugh at me, 'cause I'm a fool. I know it's true, yes, I'm a fool. See? Bit of trivia for you there. Another Fool song, another person that I nearly wanted to be, Sammy Davis Jr. Famous song about a fool, written by Anthony Newley. Remember him? He used to be married to Joan Collins. That's why he wrote the song about a fool. And guess what it was called? He sang this at the divorce. What kind of fool am I? See? Real show business trivia. Yeah? None of these fly-by-nightly celebrity, reality, fake entertainers. When you come to a Red Dwarf convention, you get the real McCoy, which is the name of another comedy show. You see, it's too deep. It's too deep. It's like the despair squid. Too deep. You bunch of twonks. Oh, you didn't get to spit with me. You twonks. That was such a funny scene, wasn't it? One of you saw it. See, the walking still working, see that? Except I got good shit with my walk. Yeah. So, next question. That was a long answer, wasn't it? This will be funny. He's got one of those lighting tubes hanging off of his lip. See? Hold on. Wait your turn, man.
Morning.
Morning.
Hi. Would you ever consider going back into theatre work, either from a dance perspective or probably from sort of straight work? Would you consider doing plays, and is there anything you'd like to do?
Well, I've kind of done the whole gambit. Because people always say to me, you know, what was your favourite role and what was your best role? I actually believe that my best accomplishment as far as creating, executing a character was actually done on stage. A play I did called The Playboy of the West Indies. That was what? 20 years ago. So it was post Red Dwarf, so, you know, but I suppose that kind of happens because of the success of Red Dwarf. You get more confident and you believe, well, if they believe me playing a cat, they'll believe anything. Let's face it. So I played this old Trinidadian man, and my son was the same age as me. So, you know, it's not like you got the whole magic of telly to hide behind. And so I had to portray this guy on stage, which that's something that was probably my best achievement, was in a play. I haven't done a play for years. Imagine, in 1994 I did a play called The Rover, and I'll just name a couple of the underlings that were in it. Daniel Craig, Dougray Scott, Andy Serkis, and I was the one on telly. See, I don't even have to talk now, just walk. Bit more trivia. Andy Serkis was in Robert Llewellyn's play Punchback. Did you know that? You didn't know that, did you? See? 6 degrees in separation. You, from your head. Hey, you asked for it, didn't you? Look, don't mess about with a comedian when he's striding up and down the stage. That's how Richard Pryor used to do it, that character. Yeah, so, it's true, it's absolutely true. These mega Hollywood stars, you see, and when I worked with them, they hadn't even been on telly yet. You know what I mean? And then, all of a sudden, one day, Daniel Craig came in with an armful of scripts and a bottle of champagne. He said, shit, I just got a big job on telly. And that was Our Friends in the North. See? He's James Bond. Think about it. Crying in his suit when he saw me come in, you're on telly. Good bastard. We're doing this shit play called The Rover in the middle of nowhere. He's fucking got television. Hey, telly. It's true. But they were, you know when you're on stage with someone, you go, they're good. I used to do a scene where I was peddling a rickshaw, and Andy Serkis, Dougray Scott, and Daniel Craig doing like a 10-minute scene on the back of it. Roaring. But so you see, you know who's going to make it, kind of thing. You have that kind of, you get that feeling of the energy coming off of them. And look at them all 3 of them, big Hollywood stars. But I kind of sensed that, you know, that there was something happening on the back of that scene. And of course, all these years later, there you have it. So, I kiss everybody's ass now. But, you see, what I should do is find out, hey, Dan, what's happening, man? You remember when you was crying on my shoulder, man? Come on, give me a gig, bro. Come on, man, give me a gig. Let me play Odd Job or something, come on. Do you realise, another bit of trivia, right? This is what I know. Do you know what I mean? My agent, before Daniel Craig, had the last 2 James Bonds on were his clients. Timothy Dalton and Pierce Brosnan. Never been in a Bond film, never. Never. Even to the guy that wasn't on telly, can't get a gig. I wanted to go, hey, listen, man. I want to play Brooke Bond. You remember the Monkees? The best Bond ever. They keep talking about, oh, there'll never be a black Bond. I said, we've already had one. Haven't you seen the PG Tips ad? Yeah, him. I said, see? And they keep saying, I said, who wants to play Bond? I wouldn't want to play James Bond. He's a twat. Man, listen, after Sean Connery, everybody's catching up, as far as I'm concerned. Everyone's gone quiet because they just spent about 200 quid on the DVDs. No, man, no, that's me. I'm a, nostalgia man, Aston Martin. Bond drives an Aston Martin, not a BMW. He wears a Rolex, not an Amiga. It's silly, isn't it, when you think about it? And then they say, well, we've got to keep him traditional. No, you ain't. You just, whoever comes with the biggest check, you change his gear. But, if you're going to keep it real, did you know where the name for Goldfinger came from?
Yeah.
Where?
Ian Fleming's house in the Bahamas where he had his vacation property.
That's Goldeneye.
He did like it, so he called the
No, he's right. Goldfinger was an architect, a Hungarian architect, who built a modern house next to Ian Fleming's. You know that one when you look down and think, what? All these lovely old Victorian, beautiful houses, and then this guy decided to make some little Art Deco job next to him. So of course, the big thing was, we've got to get it stopped. So anyway, he got through, Goldfinger got his way and he built, they're still there. And Goldfinger designed the housing estate that I grew up on. You see, the legendary Trellick Tower in Notting Hill? Tallest tower block in the UK. That's where I grew up. My mum still lives there. And they were designed by Goldfinger. My mum's house is grade 2 listed building now. A council house! Fuck's sake! A council house, grade 2 listed, because Goldfinger designed it. And there you go, you see. Still can't get a gig on James Bond. The fucker built my house. And I can't get a gig. They give it to the guy that ain't been on telly. He don't live in a Goldfinger house, does he? Why does he have the job and I don't? All right, the suits won't look as good, but hey. No, but it's quite funny though, isn't it, when you think about it? How I told you I got 6 degrees. Any 6 degrees separation me, I can do it. Anyone. Name a name.
Neil Armstrong.
I've been spaced out for years. Who else? Who? Oh yeah, I spent an evening with one of her producers in New York once. Yeah. See? In fact, I spent some time with another one of her producers the other day, and played him in Brian Pern, Nile Rodgers. Holiday. He did that. Go on then, try it, keep trying.
John Cleese.
John Cleese. I did a job, if anyone knows John Cleese, they do these teaching videos, more meetings. I was in more bloody meetings with him. And he did an anagram of my name, which I still have at home, signed. Boom! And the next one, please. Boutros Ghali. Do you know who he is?
You're an excellent ambassador.
The what?
Head of the UN.
Yeah. Yeah, but his name isn't as good as mine, though, is it? Muchos gracias. Yeah, see? 6 degrees of separation. Funny name. Funny name. Who? Kevin Bacon. Right, okay.
Everyone has a bacon number. You have a bacon number.
Right, okay, Kevin Bacon. Footloose. No? Yeah? So, Footloose, dancer, Footloose. Hold on. Kevin Bacon. What's he done? I'm 2. How do you know?
So you can actually listen time to Google what is X bacon number, and it will tell you how far you are away from Kevin Bacon.
See, even if I don't know I'm 6 degrees in separation, I'd be interested to know what the 2 steps were.
London Kills Me and Murder in the First.
What?
Danny John-Jules to London Kills Me in 1991, to Brad Dwarf, to Murder in the First in 1995 with Kevin Bacon.
London Kills Me was a Hanif Kureishi film that I did many years ago. Oh, there's another way. I'm 2 times 6 degrees in separation.
You connected in 2 ways. Danny John-Jules and James McAvoy appeared in Arthur Christmas, and James McAvoy and Kevin Bacon appeared in X-Men First Class. So there you go.
Hey, I love that app. Okay. Right, one more. Who? Max Schreck.
AKA Nosferatu.
Can we call security? What? Who? Do you know that one? If you fooled him, you must be a bigger fool than him. Nah. What's his name?
Max Schreck.
Max Schreck. I know who played Shrek in the West End. Nigel Lindsay. Episode of Death in Paradise. There's only one Shrek, baby. No? No?
Have you got a connection to Willem Dafoe? Because Willem Dafoe plays Max Schreck in the film.
Willem Dafoe. Now there's got to be one there. There's got to be a Willem Dafoe.
Wasn't he in a film with Madonna? So there you go.
There you see? See, this is great. This is like being at school again. The professors are in the corner there. So, so that was isn't that the second longest question we've had? So, we've only had 2 questions in the whole Q&A. That's not Q&A, that's can I play?
We've got a question at the front here.
Oh, it's the guy with the lighty thing hanging off his lip.
Hi, Danny.
Hello.
Going back a few years to when you did your... I'll take you out, he's hurting. Going back to the time when you did the charity motorcycle ride across Europe to the... Would you be thinking of doing another one?
I've done a few since then, mate. I circumnavigated the the 4th roundabout in Milton Keynes. Imagine if I wrote this shit. Do you realise the other guys have been up for weeks writing their act? I I mean, their Q&A. Yeah, no, yeah, I circumnavigated the Mediterranean. 16 countries in 16 days. Oh, I can feel it now. I was doing about 500-600 miles a day. And went to some very interesting places. Libya. Egypt. Mauritania. Jordan. Who? Peterborough. Yeah, no, yeah, good fun. I've been to the Gambia since then, mate. Yeah. Crapping myself on a ferry with the motorbike, and water seems to be coming aboard. Yeah. So, what was the question again? Am I going to do another one? Yes, I am. I'm going to do one in Dominica. End of this year, brother. After, in England, yeah, I'm going to do some crazy one with a load of Evel Knievel guys soon in Wales. They're all dressed as Evel Knievel. So I'm going to, me and Steve Keys are going to be on our pink bikes. Have you seen the pink bikes? Yeah. See, there you go. Who hasn't? Have you got a picture of them? Just Google pink bike. See, that's all you got to do. Google pink bike and Danny John-Jules. And it comes up. I bet you we can put it on that screen. 6 degrees in separation. Telekinetic. Or tell you something. Savalas. See, you guys are really slow. They didn't hear that one, did they? Did you hear that, or did you just ignore it? Huh? Yeah, baby. There you go. Hey. Oh, look, there's the red dwarf cast. Go down. Go down. No, hold on. Is that going down or up? Oh, yeah. Hey. Hey, that's one of them. That was the first pink one. See the cat's eyes? Look. It's got whiskers on the chin guard as well. See? Look, here. That was that ride around the Med. Not that one, this blue one there. This blue one there where my finger is. That, yeah. Click on that one. Who's that? It's the Red Dwarf cast. See? In the middle of the West End, just before we went off, because those guys did the voiceover for the TV series when we did it. See, you didn't know that, did you? They still haven't paid me back. Yeah, so, what's the... Oh, look, and of course, motorbike with Dwayne up there. And... yeah, there, that's what Steve, yeah, that's what we're going to be looking like. A right couple of lemons. See? Jaguar print, you know? Jaguar. You know the Chris has got one, an E-type Jag. We had it in Red Dwarf, remember? What's an E-type called? The Cat. You guys, where do you live? It's called the Cat. It's got a big one on the front, a leaping cat. Jaguar print. It's too subtle, I know, but Jaguar print. My days. It's pink. What colour was the cat's first suit? Oh. There's more clues there than Cluedo. He's got cat's eyes on the helmet. Clue number 2082 in one photograph. Pink. Jaguar. The Yamaha R1 was developed from what bike? The Thundercat. Google Yamaha Thundercat for me, please. Google Yamaha Thundercat. This is the new generation of the Thundercat. I don't know how many ways I could put it down there. I'm scared. And they still didn't get it. The Thundercat. See? What's that got to do with anything? Just because your name's whatever it's called. What's your name again? Sarah. Claire. Mary. What's it again? Sarah. It's Sarah. That's Sarah. She's my friend. But you see, subtlety. Subtlety. Yet so brash and bright and colourful, but so subtle at the same time. There's a guy called Howard, you see, he knows what I'm talking about over there, didn't you? He's, do you know what the name of that character is? The Pink Helmet. What? Can we put the picture up again, mate? Right, no, because you asked for it now. No, you asked for it. You asked for it. No, they asked for it. What colour's the helmet? So the funny looks when I said it's called a pink helmet? Why? Why the funny looks? Why the biting of the lip? Why the nudging of the friend next door? Why? Why? Is it not pink? Is it a helmet and is it pink? What's so funny? You're trying to insinuate stuff that I'm not even telling you. And they're all going, no, I wasn't insinuating that. What's he doing? Yeah, I know. Good, hey, imagine when you see that in cartoon form. How about that? Japanese style. Yeah, baby. You know, Arai helmets, Japanese. Yamaha, Japanese. Alpine style levers, Italian. They are. Alpine styles. They make the Formula One suits. Yeah. And the MotoGP suits. Yeah. And my suits. Hell yeah. I actually went to the factory and watched them make my jacket. 6 degrees in separation. Lewis Hamilton. Same helmet. They make his crash helmets as well. They make mine. I got, yeah, see? Look, everyone's going, bastard. It's true though. I went to the museum. I actually visited those companies in Japan. He's waiting. What photo do I put up? None. I got them all on here. Yeah. So I actually, because it had been getting a little bit of publicity. It's amazing. I got to go and see the chairman of Arai Helmets in his office having a cup of tea. Then I went to Yamaha in Japan. I had a look around the museum. They never had a Thundercat in there. I asked him, he nearly pooed himself. I said, where's the Thundercat? He went, we haven't got one. I went, what? They didn't have one in the museum. The only one they didn't have in the museum was a Thundercat. And my mate Steve in that picture with me, guess what? He's the third generation Yamaha dealer in the UK. His father was a TT rider. His grandfather was a TT rider. And they were the first Yamaha dealers in the UK. And he told me just after, because I really wanted to do the Thundercat originally as the pink bike. And he said he just got rid of one that had about 50 miles on the clock from new, and he just got rid of it from his dealership. And is Dave Benson Phillips still in there? 6 degrees in separation, right? Dave Benson Phillips, my mate Steve in that photograph there, is his local motorcycle dealer. And he told me to say hello to him when I got him, see? 6 degrees of separation. Do you want to put the photo up? No, it's true though. It's true. He knows my pal there. Yeah, Dave. He's been a motorcyclist for many, many years. Can't ride at the moment because he's got to have an operation on his knee. I told him about that grovelling. It's not going to get him anywhere. Yes. So, sorry, another question. Sorry, it's your guys. I'm gonna answer them properly now. You've had the act. 3.
I'm afraid we've only got time for one more question.
No,
Danny.
we ain't.
We've got one
we've
right.
got time for one more question, but my answer's going to take a week.
We have one right at the back on the left over here.
Yeah, or just everybody give them your question and they can answer it all at once.
Out of all the Red Dwarf filmings and everything that you've done, what are your favourite, funniest stories that happened that we might not have seen?
Why do it to yourself? I've got so many to choose from. So many. From filming, oh God. There's so many. So what are the oh God. Oh man, oh God. There's so many of them. The best thing about filming, as strange as it may sound, Craig got there some days later and broke the Starbug. Am I lying? You saw the picture, right? 3 of us in the room together signing it, nothing. Craig, on his own, breaks it. So when we was telling people about how he always breaks the props and that, no one believed us. And then, there it is. He broke the prop, and it's always funny. I remember we got the new Starbug. Was it Blue Midget? I think it was Blue Midget. And we got in, new set, new series. Wow! Yeah, look at that, Blue Midget, man. We all got in, yeah, where's my chair? That's my one, yeah, what's yours, Chris? Yeah, wow, hey, yeah, and then there's Craig said, oops, oh God. Oh, shit. The man took off the steering wheel. That's no lie, ask any of the other guys. We literally got into the set, looked around and it, oops, broken. Yeah, that is real truth. And when you see Robert or Craig or Chris, you can ask them, and they'll verify it. Next question, quickly. Quick. Yeah, go ahead. No. Yes. Oh, the kidney one. The funny story, this. It's funny from certain angles. Young Sarah there and her mother came to see the recording of Red Dwarf. It just so happened that particular episode, I didn't think about it in any way at all, was about what? The cat and pretty much giving Lister a kidney transplant. And young Sarah was there with her mum and we was doing this thing, and I went up afterwards and I realised they were both just having their kidneys sorted out, innit? So, that was embarrassing, wasn't it? Because there's you and your mum sitting there, you got the dialysis machine in your hotel room and all of that, and we're out there taking a mickey out of kidney transplant, and there's you and your mum suffering like big time, and you got to get home and get on the machine and all that. Oh, I was like, sorry, I didn't know this was... I mean, and there we're taking a piss. And Huh? Exactly. But I just do it a little bit more clinically. Yeah, no, but it's, you know, that was, and didn't realise until way out, and we're sitting there going, oh, we just did a 3-hour piss take of your scenario. Oh, shit. But, see, 6 degrees, and separated from your kidney. And on that note, I'm going to vacate the stage so the rest of the bastards can flop immensely. I just hope Hattie's not on next because she's funny.
Well,
sorry, no, I only said that because she's standing at the door. I think she's crap, really. Oh, okay, guys. Sorry. Sorry. Okay, guys. All right. Oh, look, now you've upset her. I'll have to fucking hide now. I'm going to have to sneak out the back door. Hattie's going to be waiting with a baseball bat at the front like this. In 6-inch stilettos.
I'll get out.
Shh, don't annoy. Oh, hello, Hattie. Ladies and gentlemen, Hattie Hayridge has just arrived.
We're doing the auction. We're both doing the auction.
No, she's brought the noose. You were not allowed to do that nowadays, Hattie. That was an old habit that died very hard. We don't play that stuff anymore. This is not Mississippi. I know it sounds like Middlesbrough, because it's got the same beginning letter. Now, are we doing the...
We're doing the auction.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the very talented Hattie Hayridge. That was great. Yes. Now, see, Hattie's...
I'm not getting rid of you.
No. But you've got to step forward, darling, and do your introduction of yourself.
Hello.
Don't be shy.
I've done it. I've done
See,
it
that's
now.
all she has to do. You know, she just has to say hello. Look, you're all weak at the knees. Look, weak at the knees. Look at them all.
Hello, I was Holly in Red Dwarf.
Do you know what's scarier? A couple of people at the back went. Very funny.
3, 4, and 5.
So apparently we've got to sell lots of stuff and make lots of money.
Oh, bloody, who's that?
That's Craig. He's been DJing all last night.
That is what he looks like when he's been out all night.
It's again, ironic.
Oh.
He was supposed to be DJing here. Dimension Jump DJ, we call it. Never mind.
No.
But he's DJing somewhere else.
Where? Where was he?
I don't know, but they carted him back early.
Yeah, at least they got him here. Alright, should we
Right, so what's the first item, my dear?
Okay, we have
Something's coming and it does not smell good.
a cat t-shirt signed by Danny.
So how much is we're going to start the bidding off then? £5? Oh, £5. One over there. £10. 15. 20.
Ooh.
25. Is it signed?
Yes.
By me? When did I do that? 25. You better start bidding. 20. Huh? 30, you cheapskate. That's me. £30 over here to the fool. I mean, the guy in the. Who?
Oh, there's someone.
What do you say? 40.
Oh, blimey. Oh.
45.
Oh.
50. Oh.
Bloody hell. Sorry.
I'll tell you what. From now on, the price is going to soar because I'm going to write whatever quote you want on it.
Ooh.
Preferably kiss my ass. Yeah? So where are we at? We're at 40 with the really crazy, the lovely lady over there. 40, any more than 40?
No, we got to 55.
Hold on, who's 55?
I think
55, someone said 55.
55.
Who said 55? What was it? You said... Right, who's...
Okay, yeah, that solves that. That solves
Hey,
that. Thank
6
you very
degrees of separation, hold on. It won't take long. Ask that guy where I last saw him. I don't even know his name. Ask him where I last saw him. All together now. 3, 2, 1. Dubai airport. About 5 weeks ago, wasn't it? See? Look at their faces. See? I don't know him. He's got no famous name. 6 degrees of separation. 1. Not even a 2. A 1. There you go. Just that. What? How much you paying? £30 over there. We don't get that much on a gig. £70. Going once. Going twice. So to the the lady in the second row.
If you could make sure to leave your name and badge number with front desk over here.
Is that Rose?
Yeah.
Cool.
Is that Rose?
That's Rose.
There is a rose in Spanish Harlem, a red rose up in Spanish Harlem. It is a special one. It's never seen the sun.
Crichton doesn't look that impressed.
And this Rose didn't give 2 shits about that song.
This is
a lovely piece of Crichton.
Signed by Robert.
Signed by Robert.
His cactus pants.
I reckon this has got to be if the T-shirt got 60, we got to start this at 30. 30 to the 40, 50, 60. 60 for Crichton, signed by Robert. Any more on 60? Don't let him get it. 70, the man from Dubai. Say yes.
It's not duty free, you know.
What? 90.
Wow.
Man, there's some serious liquid in that stuff, boy, I tell you what. Barocca. Is that what they call it now? Okay, so it's 90. Any more than 90? For the 100. Lovely. We like hundreds. 00. 120. 120. 130. Is this a boy-girl thing? Is this an equality thing? You're really putting it to him, baby. Come on, man, don't let the men down. 150, see? 160. You're dealing with a serious feminist, baby. You got... See? I love it. Watch them squirm, darling. And once they've gone under the foot, you just twist it like that. So it's how much? 160 going once, 160 going twice. So, can I just say this has got absolutely nothing to do with Colin Howard's skills. Because you know what he's going to be in the bar tonight, see my stuff, 200 quid. You know what, if I didn't do that for Danny, he'd have gone for a tenner. You know what, he'll be all bouncing around with his walking stick, you know, giving it Jack the Lad, thinking that he's flipping, what's his name, the guy that cut his ear off?
Van Gogh.
David Beckham.
Yeah.
You meant Reservoir Dogs.
Reservoir Dogs.
Mr. Blonde.
Where are we at? 200. Listen, you want to pick a fight, brother, you better make sure you've got some armoury. He's done you. He's done you good and proper, innit? I'm starting to feel sorry for you now, actually. So, ladies and gentlemen, £200 going once. 225. Get out. 225 going once. Are we allowed take a 50 pence bet?
£231.62.
Can someone write that down? He'll deny. Is anyone recording this? Who can repeat that figure now? Go. That was really clear. What is it? 200? Round it off, man. 230. Just say 232. He'll bid again. I bet you he bids again because he's not walking. If he walks out of here with his tail between his legs, right, it's not a good look. You, not a problem. Put the fear of God into him that he might just have to walk. Put it. It's a. No, 232. You want? 232. Just so you can walk out of here with your tail between your legs. Remember what I said? 235. 235, man. Dare you taunt him? Dare you stick the knife in? Oh, that's not even a confident back out. Now, 235 sounds good. Unless you can come up with something manly. And I don't mean anything from below the waist, son. Right, so, it's now 235. Going once. Going twice. That's not for me, that's for him. 240. 240. Going once. You see? Jazz hands for 5, yeah? 250. Was it 250? Boy, can you tweet Robert again? Keep him up. Go, just put 250 pounds ... Two lunatics going at it. Okay, so at the moment we are how much, sir? 250 pounds. Well, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Going once, going twice. You're gonna have to redo that tweet again, isn't you? 260. That's so funny. I love it. Sorry? 275. Man, I like. Do you know what? It's like two stags, isn't it? Yeah. If you just imagine this is a big juicy steak. There's two stags, locked horns, giving it all that. Yeah? Yeah. And that's right, you two are turning into those as they speak.
There's nothing that I really...
How much is it? 275. Going once. Colin, this has got absolutely nothing to do with you. Your drawings are shit. But very talented. 275. Going once. Going twice. So... This is what it's all about. A gracious loser. Alright, that's enough. Right.
This has been donated by UKTV.
All those who missed that shot, tough titties. Which is exactly what Hattie's got right now. Man, it's getting warm in here, Hat. Whoa, we're getting really warm now, baby. Imagine, God, we can't keep up this conversation. It's just... Can you imagine a translation of this this whole auction, we'd all be arrested. Taken off to jail. The only one who would be free is the little guy there. All I did was want to buy a t-shirt. Right, okay. What's next, ladies and gentlemen?
It's me and the two guys.
Oh, no, I'm waiting for you to leave the stage. It's me that's got to leave.
No!
Okay, that's it. I've had
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Danny John-Jules! And will you please welcome Mr. Stephen Critchlow?
That was Ken Dodd, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Hold on, it can't be Ken, he's sitting on stage. But the only man who could do the movie Face Off on his own. Oh, sorry, that's yours, Matt. Mr. Guest, sign in, please.
Clocking it on, Stephen.
I am, yeah.
And Hattie, if you could do the honours as well, please.
Shall I do it after? All right.
Okay, I'll sing, don't worry, I'll sing. Yeah. I realised on a photo shoot this morning, all my pictures are like this. It's true, Chris Barron's been laughing at me, all looking at the sign and all this stuff.
I might stand up.
Okay. Intimidate me.
Your name, Mr. Stephen Critchlow.
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 Yeah. Whatever. Doesn't really matter. It's going really well.
I'll sit down there. I've only got an IQ of 6. It's more than that, but I can't remember.
Oh, it's double.
I think it's more than that. Isn't it?
Okay, if you've got questions for the guys, please raise your hand in the air. Thank you.
No maths questions, please, because I'm rubbish at maths.
I'll move a bit closer now that this restraining order's finished.
We do know each other. Okay. We've got previous.
Yes.
Nice to see you both. I've got a question for both of you, if it's not too cheeky. I'll do Stephen's first. What I want to know, Stephen, is how long did it take for the makeup to be applied for you to have the
prosthetic makeup?
Prosthetic makeup. And what I want to ask Hattie, and apologies if I've asked this before.
How long did it take me to put on my makeup?
No.
At the same time.
A different kind of question for you, Hattie. When you were starting out in stand-up, what I want to know is, did you have any influences, any heroes, anyone you tried to model yourself
go
on?
to makeup first. I'd rather answer the makeup first.
The makeup first?
Yeah, do the makeup.
It took about 40 minutes, and I'd never had a prosthetic done before. So what they do is they pour this, people who don't know, they pour this sort of glue thing over your face, and it slowly sets and gets warmer. Then they do it again, and then the voice gets more and more distant, and they have to leave it to dry, and you start to get a little bit panicked because your face warms up as well, and they put 2 straws up your nose with your mouth slightly open, so you look ridiculous, and then it dries, but it is very weird. And then they put some muslin around it, and then they snip up the back when it's dry and pull it forward, and that's how I got my face. And when I shot it, I said, "Can I have my face at the end of it?" And they said, "No, we want to raffle your face for charity auction." Because I wanted it, because if I could do a bank job, it's the perfect double bluff, isn't it? You know, who's going to think it's you? You know, so that was it. But it is a strange thing. There was somebody who was saying to me that when they did Doctor Who ones as well, and there was a guy who had a full Zygon body costume on, and had a panic attack in it, and another one who played an ood and had a wasp stuck up his ood, and had to writhe around on the floor, and people stamping on him to get the wasp. Anyway, pictures with words. Thank you. Over to you.
I don't know who my influences were, to be honest, because I didn't think about it. I got up on stage spontaneously, so I wouldn't say I studied people. People now do a whole media degree on stand-up comedy, but then you watch the telly for pleasure rather than because you were doing a degree course, to be honest. The 2 Ronnies were the closest to anything, but then I wasn't studying it.
Just enjoying it, I
just
suppose,
enjoying
really.
comedy rather than...
That's when we were kids, you know, there was such a rich seam of stuff like Morecambe Wise and Two Ronnies and all this wonderful sitcoms, so we were kind of spoiled, really. Embarrassment of riches, I suppose, weren't we?
Yeah, any wordplay stuff I really liked, I think. Round the Horn I still listen to, because I think that's really funny, however unpolitically correct it might be. I just think it's really funny. I actually saw Stephen in a play from an old series called Men from the Ministry that was on the radio, if you remember that. It's still on Radio 4 Extra.
I was Derek Guyler. Oh, yes. Oh. Anyone who remembers that? Yeah, so I did, and I also did Kenneth Horney Round the Horn on the tour, yeah, which is great, yeah.
They're old things. They're still on Radio 4 Extra, though. They're really funny. But we actually met on doing a Sony, my only one I've ever done, a Sony training video. I think I had to be an awkward customer.
Yeah,
which
one
was
of the
fun.
good practice, bad practice sort of things that
Yeah.
you do, yeah.
That
That's
was
right.
like early 90s.
Yeah, must be.
Yeah.
That's right, yeah.
And we also did it with the girl that went on to be Dawn from The Office. So
Lucy, I can't remember, anyone remember
Lucy Davis,
Jasper
thank you.
Carrot's daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was doing that.
Who was in The Archers at the time. So there you go.
Oh, we've worked with them all, you know.
Oh, yeah.
All of them, you know. Any more for any more?
Are you still bidding or are you asking a question?
All right, it's going to buy you.
3p. What I want to know is, for both of you, what have you loved, hated and regretted about your careers?
Oh, you asked that
From
yesterday,
day one,
didn't you? Yeah. Well, I've loved Red Dwarf. Yeah, I can't think of anything I've hated. It's probably not enough of it to have hated too much. I've tried to avoid a lot of things. I'm very picky after Red Dwarf because I don't want to spoil the image of Red Dwarf in a funny sort of way. I have this weird loyalty to it, which is a bit bizarre. And probably one of the worst things was quite early on. There was a charity gig live from the Dominion in London. This might be quite a long answer now. Live from the Dominion Theatre in London, about a 3,000-seater. It was live on Channel 4, and it was a charity thing for storm damage in Jamaica, and it was all organised by Lenny Henry and stuff like that. And U2 were the headliners. Nobody else got a sound check apart from U2, obviously. So anyway, I went on when it was live, and they said to me, "Oh, before you start doing your stand-up, there's going to be a film of storm damage from Jamaica for about 4 minutes. So, you know, if you could just stand there while we show that to the audience at home." So I went, "Oh, really?" Yes. So I go on, there's no microphone. So I walk back off again, say, "Yeah, there's not a microphone." They go, "Oh, okay." So they gave me a handheld mic like this, but my big joke at the end involved me like waving my arms about, which they then couldn't do. So I went back on and I had to stand there until someone told me that this film that was being shown live on telly had finished. So I was like looking, they didn't tell me who was going to tell me, so I'm just like generally looking around like that thinking, who's going to tell me when this film stopped? So in the end, someone in the audience, because there was 3,000 people sitting there staring at me, and then suddenly someone shouted, "Well, tell us a joke then." So I thought, well, good idea really, I am just standing here. So I just started doing my stand-up, and then near the end, people just started chanting, "You too, you too." So I walked off, I said to the sound man, I didn't know when to start, had that film finished, and he went, "What film?" So there hadn't been a film show, so on live TV I was just standing there like this, like looking around, walking off, getting a microphone, coming back, going like this and that, and then going, "All right, and then, so I got, it was quite early on, I got quite a lot of gigs cancelled from that, because and a promoter that was going to tour me sent me a postcard saying, "Good luck on the Stand and Stare tour," and then didn't do my tour. So that was totally the very worst thing. I've got it at home on video in case I ever get big-headed. I'm watched it because I'm too depressing. After about 28 years, it's still very, very, very depressing.
Give us 10 minutes.
So I'm fine now.
Obviously you're over it, so that's good. You moved on, so that's it's a great thing to be able to do that.
What about you? What have you hated?
Oh God,
Must be really horrible.
Have a good time, everybody.
Has it been really good? Touch wood.
There's no veneer in here. It's a different thing. Hi, people. I suppose playing Swirly the anchor cream clown around schools and being a stamp bug at a stamp fair and not being able to get up because of the carapace was so heavy that I felt I couldn't get up again. I also did an advert in Spain for a fishing magazine called El Carpo. Well, we've all done it. And El Carpo, just for the halibut. Hey! I'm here all week, try the veal. And, oh God. Maybe shellfish. And, So I did that, and I didn't know first thing about fly fishing. I just did the audition and pretended I did. I think I got a video out from the library called Carp Fever and Carp Fever 2, with two middle-aged men holding an enormous fish in it. And I went over to Spain, to Barcelona, and we filmed this in the morning at this kind of river, the river outside Barcelona. And he said, right, and the director could hardly speak and said, now you go in the river with your rod. I said, I'm not going, it's like Deliverance, this thing's going like the clappers, you know. And I've got the wellies on and everything, and I said, I'm not going, I said, don't worry, Pepe, he'd take you across. This big guy took my hand and dragged me into the middle of this river, and he said, "Un, dos, tres, acciones!" So I let go of the rock, and the thing, it landed in the branch of a tree, on the other side of the river. And I could just see the director going, "Bastardos!" like this, you know, it's fine, I'm good, and eventually we did it, but then that's one of the worst things. Best, I suppose, was the tour of Round the Horn, which I loved doing because I love radio comedy like Hattie, and I played the man with Kenneth Thorne. That was brilliant. And what was the other question? Was it 3? That was it? Okay, well there we are, that's it. That's it.
I think the other question was, were you in El Carpo?
El Carpo, yeah, we did shooting, I was in El Carpo, yeah.
That's great, that's a great nickname. We'll call you El Carpo from now on.
The fishy one.
El Carpo.
Okay, we've got a question in the back left here.
This is a quick question for Stephen. Could you actually see anything out of your prosthetic, or was it just the ceiling?
Well, what they've done is they've made a little window in where my actual eye was. So they opened it up so I could get onto the set, and then they closed it up, and I couldn't see a darn thing for the rest of the time. So Craig Charles used to wheel me around and place me before the shot started. And then it was just weird, because I mean, doing it, you can't see anything. It was quite creepy, but yeah, we got through it. Most of it was pre-recorded, you know, the stuff on the TV screen was done separately, and they showed that on the night, which made it a lot easier. But yeah, so I could see, but only sporadically, yeah.
Okay, we've got another question at the back left here.
Hello, Hattie and Stephen. Question for both of you, particularly for Stephen, because you've got an extensive career of doing voice acting. Have there been any voice acting roles where you've had to do accents that have been particularly hard? And the same for Hattie.
Well, absolutely. Incidentally, if you've got BBC iPlayer, Journey to the Centre of the Earth on BBC Drama, very, very good. You can still get it on BBC iPlayer if you like. It's very well done. I had to do a South African accent one year for a play, and I thought I'd done all right. And my mate phoned me up and said, "Chris, you've got to get a copy of the Times. You've got a review in it." And I said, oh, brilliant. This was the only time the Times was handed out for free because of Wimbledon or something like that. And it said, positively, the worst South African accent I've heard in my life. Sounds like Ron Moody is Fagin. So yeah, but it was weird because I was on a database then for being able to do South African accent with the BBC. So I got a job in the Dr. Christian Barnard story down in Bristol. And they're all South African. So Jack Clapp, all the Miles Anderson, they're all these South Africans, and me waiting for them to be found out, you know. And it was a bizarre thing because we were supposed to be operating in an operating theatre. Because it's radio, there's a guy called a spot effects person that does all the sound effects around you while you're acting, like rustling of paper and handing coins out and things like that. And he had, between his knees, he had a cabbage. And he's supposed to be cutting into this with a kind of, a knife, and another hand in a jar of Swarfiga. And I had to say the line to him, how's the patient, Chris? And Miles Anderson's made up the line, he's going to be a vegetable for the rest of his life. And we couldn't continue with the scene. We had to have lunch. But basically, yeah, that's those. I think the beaches. I think people have a problem with Geordie. I do. I think it's a very difficult accent to do. Almost impossible for me, in fact. But yeah, South African, I suppose, is my Beaches Brook accent, really. Yeah.
I've only had to do an accent in a episode of Lex, the American sci-fi series that me and Craig was in as husband and wife prison wardens. I was actually the prison governor, and he was a prison warden. It was a women's prison. And he was collecting the panties from the women to put in a vending machine in Japan. That's the story. It wasn't him. Not until he got the idea afterwards, obviously. But that was the storyline. It's a really good sci-fi series, you know. But because it was set in Texas, and I said to the bloke, well, am I meant to do a Texan accent? He went, tell me what you had for breakfast in a Texan accent. And I went, well, I didn't really have anything for breakfast. I don't eat breakfast. And he went, okay, you can do it like that if you like. and Craig went, I'm not doing an accent. So it was me and him, me doing that whatever bad Texan that was, and him doing his Scouse accent. So it was in an American sci-fi series. So it was a little bit weird, really. It's not on anymore, strangely enough. Yeah, so weird. But it was great fun recording it. We recorded it in Halifax, Nova Scotia, where we got snowed in and we stayed there an extra couple of days. Brilliant all round, that was. It's P4X, I think the episode is, if you ever want to look it up.
Okay, any questions, please?
I can see an arm. Not waving but drowning, as they say. Ah! 2 arms, 2 people or 1 person.
Hello.
Hello.
I was just going to ask, this is my first dimension jump, and for me it's quite a real, surreal experience, like meeting the cast and the crew of like a TV show that I really love. But what is it like for you on the other side of the table to see the likes of us dressing up as the characters that you've been emulating, quoting every line from Red Dwarf there is going, and just like the general hysteria of people and fans here?
Oh, it's great. I think it's fantastic. I really love it. Yeah, and we owe you a big thank you for doing it. It's just, you know, that's why I turn down so many things, because I think, what can top Red Dwarf? I mean, that's why agents get rid of me, because they go, I can't work with you, you turn everything down. And I go, well, nothing's better than Red Dwarf, so how can I do anything from there? And so, you know, apart from, you know, being a Texan prison warden in America, but, you know, quirky things like that. And so, yeah, no, it's fantastic, and we all owe you such a debt of gratitude. And
yeah,
we
there's
really
a particular feeling about sci-fi.
It's fantastic. Yeah. And I'm glad you're comedy sci-fi fans, so I couldn't take the intensity otherwise. But comedy sci-fi, absolutely perfect.
Yeah, it's my first one as well. I've never done a convention, but no, I'm bowled over with the. There's a lot of warmth about it, and obviously a great deal of affection. It's been running since 1988, so it's 30 years next year. So, and I'm a fan of the series as well, and I'm a fan of comedy and sci-fi. I'm a big Doctor Who fan as well, and You know, I'm sure you do as well. But you know, it's great. What I do get, as I say, is there's a lot of fun involved. They're a great bunch of people to work for, and it's just so incredibly popular. But it wouldn't be anywhere without its fans. You know, so you should give yourselves a round of applause, really. You know, for being there, you do, you know, because you're great. Honestly.
I think you'll be someone in the costume competition next time. Yeah, that'd be great, wouldn't it? Start doing the paper
I'm
mache
after an action figure all my life. I've wanted to have an action figure. So I used to collect them. Yeah, you want to be oh yeah, but Bubblehead, yeah.
Apparently we're too rude for Lego. I asked about that. The series, because they
should be on your business card. Too rude for Lego.
Yeah, that's quite good, isn't it?
Too hot for TV. Too rude for Lego.
Yeah, that's my next business card. When I get to those motorway services, typing that in.
Any questions, please?
Question for Stephen. I just wondered, given the history of the cast and practical jokes and endless witticisms, I just wondered whether you had fallen victim of any of those.
Was I subject to it?
Yes.
No, but what I love the fact that on the night there's such an enormous amount of swearing from the cast. If you've ever seen any of these, it breaks the ice. And it's great, and and I thought, my God, if they mess up, they swear, which is great. But it's very relaxed, warm feeling. But no, I wasn't, probably because I looked so scared. But I think they let me alone, you know. But they have a great deal of banter between them, and they shoot like 1 in 5 days. I think it's extraordinarily quick. So I don't know where they find the time, you know, to do practical jokes and things. But no, I was spared that because I really don't know. I might have fainted or something.
So Craig
probably the practical joke was from the makeup department.
I think so, yeah, it wasn't meant to be that anyway.
Yeah,
it was full on. That was the practical joke.
See.
Yeah.
Craig didn't wheel you into the wrong position or anything like that?
Well, I wouldn't have known if he had. I mean, when it was take 14, maybe the penny would have dropped, perhaps, wouldn't it?
Wheeled you out the studio.
In the car park, just acting away, you know, all that as well. Or in Lidl or somewhere like that, you know. Doing my scene there.
The Isles of Lidl. Always sounds like a holiday resort.
The holiday resort, It's holiday in the Isles of Lidl.
Yes, in the Spice Isles. Lovely. Very cheap.
Any questions, please? In the back.
Hello. Question for Hattie. Could you tell us the process it took to record your lines on the show?
The process of it?
I mean, was it done live or did you have to...
I did, strangely did 6 days a week like everyone else. And some of those days I went in, I didn't have anything to rehearse or say, so I'd sit there by the biscuit tin and go through a whole tin of Tea Time Assorted. But that's how they wanted to do it, really. They wanted to do it that everyone was part of the team. So when I did series 3, we rehearsed it in Acton for 4 days, I think, and then we went up and recorded it in Manchester, and then they closed those studios for refurbishment. I'm not sure they ever opened them again. Probably opened as a Premier Inn or something. And then after that, we used to rehearse and film it at Shepperton. So the first day would be the read through. That sometimes there weren't any Holly lines at that point because they just used to put them in often as and when they thought of them. So and then it'd be the rehearsal, and then there'd be a tech run where all the cameramen stood around and worked out the angles and everything. And that was when we used to go up to Manchester for the last 2 days for filming, and then in front of.
Hello, this is a question for Hattie. We've seen you looking very glamorous over the last couple of days. I just wondered if you ever got really jealous about the other guys' costumes.
I would have liked a costume. I was very glad Melly won the costume competition last night because that was one of my few costumes. So it would have been quite good to have a little more out of thingy. costumes. But yeah, actually, my only costume was the black polo neck jumper. So if I was being really particular, I could have just turned up in that, because that's all they supplied. But I used to wear the rest of, used to bring a skirt myself, just for decency's sake. I used to try and make a costume out of it with a long black skirt and wear black gloves and everything, so that I could move my hair like that with my hand without it looking like I had my hand on my head, which I think is a very important thing in any social situation. So I kind of invented my own costume. With a loofah. So yeah, that was my costume, apart from the lovely Melly.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, sadly that's all we have time for, so please give a huge round of applause to Hattie, Hayridge and Stephen Critchlow.